Hey guys, AJ here, back with a quick live for you guys. It's Memorial Day here in the States, so I have the day off today. I actually had a really good weekend this weekend, so I hope that you guys can all say the same thing. Yeah, this is this is gonna be a random live, you guys. Seriously, like I know that I get off topic, but here we go because I don't even have a topic. So Lord knows what I'm gonna talk about today. Oh man, oh man, oh man. You guys, man, oh man. So guys, I came across this guy. So the Skip Tracer, he has a channel for Tcap, right? And he made a video for Corey Blagg. You guys remember him? I did a video on him, right? And he goes over his dating profile. Oh man, I think that we might have talked about this uh um uh um on a live stream. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop the link now, guys, because I said this is completely random. DJ Bees, what's up, man? Josh, what's up, man? Josh says, you're lucky I have no life. Hey, from what I understand, Josh, you know what? You lived an action-packed life when you were younger, just like I have. So I think it's good to be chill later on in life, right? So, guys, Corey Blagg is a real knucklehead, right? Like he actually, yeah, he was one of the last couple of videos that I did, and yeah, what's up, Josh? I think we went over this knucklehead's dating profile on a live once, didn't we? Yeah, maybe. Or was it in a Discord call? Guys, join the Discord because we do Discord calls too. But no, I think it was Dr. Wallens.
Yeah, we were trying to find his dating profile.
Yeah.
A picture of him with a wig.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, are you ready for adventure? I'm your guy," or some shit like that. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, here we go. So this is Corey Blagg's dating profile. Right?
What website is this on?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna say.
Is this on the archive.org or something?
Hold on.
Oh, it's in a video. I thought.
Yeah. This is from the Skip Tracer. So, guys, okay, I really want you guys to really support and be thankful for all the channels like Joey Tcap and stuff that are really big channels, because a lot of Tcap stuff gets demonetized and can get you strikes really easy. So the fact that Walls, Joey Tcap, and all these guys have 80, 90, 100,000 subs is absolutely insane.
And also Joey Tcap and a lot of the channels are directly responsible for acquiring a lot of this, all the Flagler Beach police interviews, the full Lauren interview, the recent stuff with Jeff Stacy. If not for the legwork of the people in the community, none of that would have ever surfaced.
But even then, just to keep it on YouTube, I guarantee that Joey Tcap and all this have had to repost multiple things with Lauren and all these other guys. They had to repost them so many different ways to get it through the algorithm, or even to make it so that they don't say it's harassment or bullying or any of that stuff, right? There's so much that happens in the background, and a lot of it is guesswork too. You can have a video taken down or flagged or whatever, you don't even know why, right? So it's just all this trial and error, and I think that they've pretty much figured it out. But all right, so here we go. This is Corey Blagg, guys. And look, he says, hold on. Oh, here we go.
An active lifestyle. I'm fun to be lifestyle. Lead an active life. I lead an active lifestyle. I'm fun to be around. I'm very romantic. I love being around women, and I'm here.
Oh, we all can relate to that.
Listen to this music.
What is this
My
freaking
ideal-
category? What is the site? What type of section?
I
Okay,
don't
this
know.
has got to be like adult friend finder. Or
No,
something.
DJ B said that it's Teen Spot.
Oh no, it says right there, still not a member of Friend Finder X. Okay, so yeah, this is
Where?
like one of
Where
those
is it?
sites where like 99% of the accounts are bots.
Ah, Friend Finder X. Okay.
Person. The same as above. Sweet. Naughty. Fun. No shirt, no shoes, no problem lol.
Look at his what type of activities turn you on. Handcuffs, shackles, blindfolds, massage, food play.
Well, that explains the chocolate flavored condoms.
Making home movies, quote unquote. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Giving oral sex. Receiving oral sex. Spanking. Food play. Making home movies. Voyeurism. Handcuffs and shackles. Blindfolds.
What even
Massage.
is food play?
Food play is like
Is that
rubbing
like
each
Thomas
other with-
Shin wanting to make out while eating the strawberry?
Yeah, this is like rubbing strawberries on each other or foolishness like that, dude. So hold on, let me see. Oh no.
I've been watching a ton of stupid videos lately.
Welcome.
I can give you some content for tonight.
Look.
It's not your fault.
Day drinking nurse, huh? Uh-oh.
52 hours.
Okay.
Wait.
That's 4 hours.
And I ask you for your license, registration, insurance. You give me your license, your bank card, and your work ID. If you can,
Dude, you're going to jail. You are going to jail, dude. Oh no.
even be coherent enough to give me the proper information, you think you're okay to drive?
No, but no, absolutely.
Oh, you know what? Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go, Jeff, Stacy. Let's go here. Just because I want YouTube to just kiss my ass for taking down my Jeff Stacy video. So let's watch like 5 minutes of the Jeff Stacy video, and then Josh, any recommendations you want. It's all you. It's all you, pal. But yeah, this is for you, YouTube algorithm.
What's your plan for tonight? How's it going?
All right.
You find a place to park okay?
Yeah.
What's your plan for tonight?
Nothing really.
Nothing really.
Oh, dude, did you see Ludi's new video, Josh?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you guys, check out Ludi's Rolando Resticus video. Yo, I haven't laughed that hard in a while. And you know how Rolando comes in and is like drinking the sweet tea, dude. Ludi's got the possum holding an Arizona sweet tea thing.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, Locadella, what's up, man?
Like that, man.
What's that?
You got to get some branding like that, man.
Seriously, man. You know what? I'm glad that all of us who have these channels, we can all support each other. Because, man, oh man. Lockandellas, what's up, man?
Can you do
Jesse,
Dr.
what's up,
Phil on these streams, or is that
No,
gonna get
dude,
yeeted?
we will get yeeted real
Okay.
fast. What I'm gonna do actually is I need to download them, right? And then record them and do it so like it'll be like either half the screen or zoomed in or something to fool the algorithm. But I'll find a way. So
Yeah.
Some girl.
Some girl whose name is what?
Jesse, what's up, man? Dude, I haven't talked to you in forever, man. How you been? I think was it Josh, Jesse, Lockandella, who else were like my first like 30 subs.
You can't even remember her
It's
name.
Amanda, I believe.
Amanda?
Rest in peace, Jeff Stacy.
Sadie, maybe?
That was Amanda.
Yeah. And how old is this girl you came here to meet?
I believe she's 18.
Please.
18.
Question two, like, The door is right there.
He says it so matter of factly.
Look, so the door is right there. Why is there a coffee table in front of the door? I never noticed that. Is it so that they can't run? That they can't
I mean, the classic criticism of all the stings is like, why would there ever be a bar or a table with only one stool at it?
That's true too. Yeah, but at least you can't see the cameras like on the new investigations, right? Hold on.
There are actually takedowns we haven't done yet.
Oh, there's a lot, man. Yeah, we gotta go through those. Hold on. Tacoma homelessness. Where is it? Okay. Locandella, man, this is for you, buddy. This is for you.
Oh, well, people and business owners tell me that they want action now. They tell me that they want the mayor to put forward a plan that they will actually get done, because they say that crime is getting out of control. Crime, homelessness, and housing affordability. Those are all things people in Tacoma tell me they want to see change. Over the past few years, many said things are getting worse.
It's getting to the point where kids can't go to the park. You know, they can't. There's needles all over the place. There's people just smoking at the bus stops and stuff, and it's just gotten a little bit out of hand, I feel like.
Ahead of Mayor Victoria Woodard's State of the City address, business owners I talked to today say that they're frustrated about the constant crime. Robin Clark's business has been broken into several times and recently had 2 fires. He said it's time the mayor stepped up to protect businesses.
That she actually is going to increase the police force, that she actually is going to let the police do their jobs, and she's going to put a little bit of a control.
Ken, who lives in Tacoma, told me that in order to address crime, there needs to be more enforcement.
I would like to hear that the city is finally going to get tough. You know, it's time that, you know, we just start looking at do the crime, do the time.
People also tell me they are concerned about homelessness in Tacoma. They said that they want the mayor to focus on resources to help them.
And the interesting thing about this is like, look, you know, people have the reasoning with like, oh, well, Walmart can take people running in there and like stealing stuff, right? But what if it's Josh's a Tacoma bike shop that, you know, he started, and he's offering, you know, a neighborhood business for people who want to ride bikes around, and you're constantly being burglarized all the time. And then all the independent business owners leave. So it's just like teeter-totter between crime and then like the city and the people who live there. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, and this is Tacoma, where like people from Seattle moved to Tacoma because it was cheaper than Seattle. And so Tacoma got gentrified, right? And now Tacoma has a lot of homelessness again too. So anyways, hold on. Look at this.
Only on 2, a Texas City police officer pulled from the streets and under investigation tonight amid growing controversy over how he handled a traffic stop.
The man who got pulled over spoke only to KPRC2's Bryce Newberry, who has the body camera footage that's raising major questions.
Hey man, you can't drive through the parking lot like that.
This 23-minute traffic stop at the Texas City Buc-ee's last month nearly landed Christopher Scholl in the slammer.
Everyone knows you cannot write tickets for traffic infractions on a private parking lot.
Under state law, he's right.
Oh my God.
The police veteran officer claimed
he
Scholl
tried to pull him over inside of a parking lot of a business.
Yeah, he drove to a parking lot of this gas station. And
I guess, you know, maybe a lot of people don't know that, but if you're in like a grocery store parking lot and there's like a stop sign, that's not like enforced by the state. Like you don't have to abide. I mean, you should abide by it, but you don't have to.
But it's private property, right? And but people don't know the rights. So you got to know your rights, guys.
The only reason I'm not writing you tickets is because I'm out of tickets right now.
Video shows Scholl as compliant, but it escalated because Harrell said he didn't like Scholl's attitude.
You want to go to jail? You want to go to jail?
Guys, look, the cops are our employees, okay? Until you break a law, they're your employee. Think about any employer that would, Think about any employee that would treat their employer the way that this cop is treating this guy.
You want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
Skunks, what's up, man?
What is the law designed to do, sir?
I know you want compliance. I know you want voluntary compliance. I know you want voluntary compliance.
Okay, go ahead and put your hands on the
Handcuffed because the officer said he was concerned Scholl would continue unsafe behavior.
Now we're playing Jean-Claude Van Damme Future Cop.
He said Jean-Claude Van Damme Future Cop.
What hat is this guy wearing?
Huh?
What hat is this guy wearing? It's giving me minor league baseball logo.
Yeah,
vibes.
it's like a ram or something. I think like a.
It and escalating it and trying to gain the authority to hammer me down.
Scholl asked him to cool off.
You have forced my hand at this point. Because if I don't go and see this through to its conclusion, I know you're going to go to the police department and file a complaint on me.
Another officer came to the scene, which is when they released Scholl.
So the other officer has a ticket book he's going to let me use. You're going to be receiving a citation, okay? And because I think going to jail is a bit excessive.
Scholl called
being in the back of a car and handcuffed is
violation of his rights.
It wouldn't surprise me that he's been operating this way for a very long time.
Scholl, who says he's pro-police, wants something to be done so officers learn they can't treat people this way.
Pro-good police, anti-bad police. Well, guys, but this guy I just realized what it was like. There. It's just funny that people don't see this as a thing until it actually happens to them. You
hear all this defund the police and everything. Guys like him. This is why that happens right there.
The Texas City Police Chief says the department has strict policies that block officers from violating an individual's rights. So tonight, he has pulled Officer Scott Harrell from the streets and launched an internal affairs investigation.
I'll be darned. Josh, what were you saying now? You said you had a video to watch.
Oh, well, I'm not sure what will get you booted and what
As
won't.
long as it's not copyright.
Why don't we just watch another takedown, or do you want to do a whole special?
Hold on there. Oh, you guys. Well, now I'm just showing stuff that's sad. But as I show you guys this, look at this.
I told you about this.
This girl, she was pregnant and didn't know it. Well, she knew it. So she's 19. This is kind of sad. I don't know if I should show this or not, but she gave birth in the bathroom and didn't want to tell her mom, so she put the baby in the trash can. And the baby died. Sad, man. Look at that.
It died?
Yeah.
How long was it before somebody discovered?
Hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She stuffed it way, way, way down in the trash can. Sad, dude.
Yeah, I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her up there as soon as possible. Okay. I obviously need your permission to transfer her for medical. She's
19.
Oh, you're right.
But she is a student too.
She's still 19 years
You're
old.
right.
But she's
You're
an
right.
adult,
She
yeah.
needs to- I'm sorry, I forgot she's 19.
Keep having me.
But you need to make sure that you're safe. I need to send you to Loveless to labor and delivery. Will you please?
Bathroom was what happened. Done something to herself.
Look.
At this point, yeah. We did a pregnancy test on her, showed positive. She was denying that she had sex. And she said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. Okay. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. Mm-hmm. So the doctor started doing an exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it. Oh, wow. Okay. So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag.
So it probably suffocated.
We had trauma too, but she killed the kid.
Yeah. How old was the baby?
I don't know. It's full term. She just had it. She had it in the bathroom. Was what happened.
Look at that.
And then whatever.
I mean, this guy's probably been a cop for a long time, but I guarantee he's never seen and he's never heard of anything like this before.
She did. I don't know. She's gonna lie. She wouldn't tell us she's pregnant. She's been lying the whole time. Okay. So that's what's going on. I just pulled the doctor out of the room, so nothing's been said to the patient. or the
Yeah.
mother that's in there yet.
Okay.
I have Leela, the housekeeper, if you want to interview her.
Yeah.
She's the one that kind of found.
And imagine Leela's just trying to do her job. Just trying to get through her shift, and this craziness happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I wanted to get with you guys first and then get with her.
Right, let's get to the.
That's the baby at.
I don't know. I have no clue yet. Like I said, I just talked to the charge nurse. We're still getting all the information right now. Okay. Once we get that information.
If the baby was full term, like how did the mom not know she was pregnant?
So I think they're Hispanic, and there's a lot of households that are Hispanic and African that are more like Catholic or traditional, where like they don't really talk about this type of stuff, right? So all this girl has to do is like wear baggy clothes and stuff. You know what I mean? And the moms don't notice. It sounds crazy, but like there's a lot of actually like black households in the South too, where it's the same thing, where girls will be 8 or 9 months pregnant and the moms won't even know. Because the girls will be like wearing big sweaters or big jackets or whatever, you know what I mean? Or their parents don't, their moms don't monitor where they're going, or their moms at work all the time, so they just don't notice.
Okay.
Here, let's go in there.
Can I step out? I'm gonna call. Did you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for
Here we go.
Where did you put the baby at? Tell me the truth.
517.
That came out of your toy bag? You put it in the bag?
Yes.
In what bag? Why did you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for this.
You could be in trouble for this, is what she said.
Okay. We're going to speak to detectives whenever she's ready, okay? You ready for the second one?
I don't think that the mom and them like understand the gravity of the situation.
Last video of that second one? The last video.
Yeah.
Is 333. Awesome, thank you so much. Okay, Lexi. I know it's kind of tough right now, okay? I know you're scared, I know everything else, okay? As of right now, I cannot allow your mom to be here with you, okay? So once the detectives get here, then she may be able to come back in here. But as of right now, I can't allow her to be back in here, okay? If you need something, we're not going to stay in here, okay? Because I think it makes it worse that we're here anyway, all right, obviously. And I know you're scared. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay on the outside of the door, okay? As long as you promise me you're not going to hurt yourself, okay? Like I said, this is a lot. I know it is, okay?
Ooh.
You're young, I don't want to be in here kind of adding to your goal.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're going to be out.
Anyways, check this out. This is another thing that I found. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna put the last live back up. I finally got around to editing that part out.
Skip the games.
This is because of this is because Josh and Jameson dropped the ball. Okay. You guys are supposed to be backing me up on these streams.
The 12 News night. Hours of recorded police interviews released to 12 News, detailing evidence in the case of Brittany Zamora. She's the former 6th grade teacher accused of sexually abusing one of her students.
And tonight, you'll hear from the parents of that 13-year-old student. His mother and father received a call from the teacher. You can imagine how...
Man, that's one of the hottest news anchors I've ever seen. She could tell me my house is on fire and I wouldn't. And I wouldn't mind, man.
Alarmed they were after they discovered sexually explicit text messages on their son's phone.
Team 12's Anthony Mejia takes us inside that explosive phone call.
Caribe Mark, we do want to warn you, what you're about to hear may be considered disturbing. We've also altered...
What you're about to see is explicit. I'm Stone Phillips.
Heard the voices of the team's parents to protect their identities.
I don't care what you want to do. What type of perverted person are you? I want to know right now.
A father demanding a response from his son's 6th grade teacher.
Sixth grade teacher?
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Usually these are in like high school.
High school, man. 6th grade.
All right, she is pretty hot though.
You're a child molester. Do you understand me? No.
Why do you say that?
Why do you say that?
See, I'm a lot smarter than you.
Can we meet, to talk about this? Something we can settle out, outside?
Oh yeah, that's what we can do. So I can give you a chance to do it to some other kid. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. No. And make sure you tell your husband what's going on.
He's right here. Can he talk to you?
No.
Oh yeah, put your husband on the phone.
She's done so much, and she made a huge mistake. The biggest mistake of anybody could ever make.
Your husband's defending this?
Dude, someone please make this make sense. What kind of husband would quote unquote advocate for his wife that banged a 6th grade grader? Someone please make it make sense, man. That is absolutely insane.
Talk about like an ultra cuck. My God.
Seriously.
Getting cucked by a 12-year-old?
Think about.
Hey guys, God obviously preaches forgiveness. That's gonna make the situation all better. I know that your child was abused, but Jesus, please.
God preaches forgiveness, man.
Your wife decided to be a monster and prey on a child. She scarred my son mentally. Do you understand what a 13-year-old boy did? Have sex with a teacher? Do you get that at all? Do me a favor. Do not call this number back again. The next time you'll hear from me.
Bravo, dude.
But hours later, the teen's parents call Zamora back with detectives in the room.
I just don't know why you did this.
Honestly, I just got really close after I think everything went down, and we were like, oh, how could that happen? And then.
Now, Zamora is facing charges for sexual misconduct with a minor. She is expected back in court tomorrow morning, and the boy's family has filed a lawsuit against the Liberty Elementary School District and Zamora's husband, claiming they knew about the sexual abuse and didn't stop it. We're live in the Alert Center. Antonia Mejia.
All right, so this
The big
is
story
her
of the day. Former Valley teacher Brittany Zamora sentenced to 20 years.
20 years?
Man, look at
That's like more than anybody on Tcap got.
Yeah, seriously. Man, I had to watch. What news channel is this? Channel 12 in Texas?
After sexually abusing a 13-year-old student from her classroom.
A highly emotional morning in that courtroom, and Team 12's Antonia Mejia was inside.
Antonia Mejia.
A very emotional day in the courtroom.
Brittany Zamora, you hurt my family. Your heart is ugly and you disgust me.
No cameras on the victims to protect their identities. Instead, the focus is on Zamora as the mother of her second young victim is heard firing off at her.
Second young
The
victim.
world knows you are a child molester. And while you sit in your cell and think that maybe things will get better, they won't. You are forever labeled a child molester, and everyone hates a child molester.
She would like to reach the podium, Your Honor.
Oh, hey, let's see what this knucklehead has to say.
An apologetic Zamora is heard pleading to the judge.
I ask that you please have leniency in regards to my sentencing.
Guys, okay, so she got 20 years. Guys, let me know in the chat how much time that you would have given her. Okay?
All right, just through 2 sentences here. This already sounds so rehearsed.
Yeah. Because, guys, I would give her life, personally. Like I said, I'm a one strike and you're out guy when it comes to this stuff, so.
Do anything to re-enter society sooner for a second chance.
The former 6th grade teacher appearing stone-faced most of the time, but occasionally wiping off tears.
Please.
And I'm deeply sorry.
No, you're not.
She admitted to sexually abusing her 13-year-old student at Las Brisas Academy in Goodyear. At times, police say a classmate, the second victim, would watch.
My actions were completely out of
Oh my
character.
God.
As I stated earlier, I never want to hurt anyone, and it tears me apart to know that I have.
Judge Sherry Stevens heard her, granting Zamora the minimum amount of time behind bars, 20 years in prison. The victim's lawyers
His family has not received full justice.
still going after the Liberty Elementary School District in a civil lawsuit.
A school district and a principal that knew they had a problem.
What?
And failed to report that problem for reasons that we're going to find out.
In court filings, the district denies wrongdoing.
Now, because of the severity of those criminal charges, Zamora will not be eligible for parole. She starts her sentence at Perryville Prison. In Phoenix, Antonia Mejia, 12 News.
All right, Antonia.
Oh, wow,
thanks.
this is in Maricopa County where Sheriff Joe used to reign.
Yeah.
Had his reign of terror.
Look at that. Hold on. No way. Look at this. Look at this. Uh-oh. I might have to do this as a whole video. Look at this. The senator caught using Craigslist to solicit minors. Ooh, the plot thickens. What is his name? Ralph Shorty. Guys, let's see who Ralph Shorty
Shoddy is a 10.
What's that?
Shoddy is a 10.
Ralph Shorty. Who's this knucklehead? Let's see. Oh, okay, look. So he got 15 years. Oh, look at that. And this was in 2018. Look at this. Look at that. A former senator in Oklahoma has been sentenced to 15 years in federal prison on child essay. Ralph Shorty, 36, was a two-term Republican lawmaker because, of course, right?
Classic.
Oh man! After he was arrested on suspicion hiring a young boy last March, U.S. District Attorney Judge Timothy DeGusti ordered Shorty to serve 10 years of supervised probation. Once he's released from prison, it will hand out a fine as much as $25,000. He pleaded guilty in November to exchange for prosecutors dropping 3 child porn charges against him. Shorty previously used fake names to send and receive child porn and went on Craigslist to seek casual encounters with males, quote unquote, the younger the better. Look at that, man. Look at that. Huh. Well, here, let's
Well, we all know that all the people in control of society are secretly pedophiles, so
see right there. Guys, drop in the chat if you've even heard of this case, because I haven't.
Ralph Allen Lee Shorty, born February 16th, 1982, is an American convicted felonious sex offender and former politician and businessman. A member of the Republican Party, he was elected to the Oklahoma Senate in 2010, defeating several challengers in primary elections, re-elected in 2014, and served his term until 2017. Shorty advocated family values during his campaigns and was known for his imposing body structure. During his tenure, he established a Republican consulting firm. Shorty was the state campaign chair for Donald Trump in the 2016 presidential election.
Oops.
So other than this, you doing all right today?
I love how to start out. So, how you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
First off, let me start off with saying
I've got a little bit of a blood pressure issue.
Okay.
So just if I get a little lightheaded.
Let me know. Yeah. Let us know. You have a glass of water or anything?
No, I'm fine.
First off, free to go anytime you want. You stop talking to us anytime you want.
Jesse says in the comments, in regard to the last case we were watching, she tried to do the dad too.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, because look, guys. Okay, anyone that thinks that I have I try and show both sides of the story here because Tcap focuses on males, on male predators, right? But there's a whole lot of female predators out there too, and a whole lot of female bad behavior too. And what I'm saying is that just like this Zamora was probably trying to do the dad, there was a video that I saw of this girl. She was coming back from a Halloween party, and she was like soliciting the cop because she was driving drunk. Like, hey, if you let me go, you know, we can get in the back of your squad car and do the bobbity boop, right? And luckily the cop had his body cam on because he was like, no, like she's like, well, you know, if you don't let me go, I'll say that you tried to, whatever. So I guess my point is there's a small group of every group, male, female, LGBTQ, black, white, Muslim, Christians that are just pieces of trash. There's a small group of each and every group. The majority are good, but there's a small group that are pieces of trash. And what happens with things like Tcap is by not telling the other side of the story with like Mary Kay Letourneau and all them, people think that only men are capable of doing this, right? And looking at this idiot here, they just told him, you can get up and get out of here and not have to answer any questions. And of course, this knucklehead is going to sit here and think that he can talk his way out of this, right?
Just say, hey, done talking. I'm done talking, okay? And we'll let you out. Let us know if you have any lightness, head, anything like that. Any medical attention, we'll get you out of here and get it for you real quick. All right, so just so I know, what's your last name again?
Shorty.
Spell it for me.
Shortey.
What's your first name?
Ralph.
Middle?
Allen Lee. Allnlee.
What's your birthday?
February 16th, 82.
Yeah, home address?
2105 Southwest 64th.
Oh, see.
Mm-hmm.
What's your phone number?
405-219-9346.
9346? All right. Well, like I told you on the phone, I guess had some officers contact you at Super 8 on March the 9th, I think it was, real early in the morning.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're here to talk about. Why don't you tell me what transpired there?
Well, we were...
you guys drop a like on the stream. Hit up the Cash App, man. It's all good. Let's go.
Inside talking, and you know, we heard a bang on the door. I honestly didn't know who it was. Couldn't see through the keyhole or the peephole. And so, you know, the young man I was with, I know has, you know, I've known him for, we've been talking. He's come to the coffee shop that I operate a couple times. Shoot, I've even had one at my house play video games before.
What?
Had no idea. Told me when I first met him that he was 20. And so when they first got there, I didn't know what the issue was.
So wait. He had a young man over to his house to play video games. But he said he was 20. Hold on. So he got caught with like an underage kid, and now he's trying to be like, well, I didn't know. I thought he was 20. It's just talking.
He just wanted to play video games like Inderjeet Singh.
Yeah.
You know, didn't know if it was, you know, somebody trying to get in or what.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I asked them, they said it was a wellness check or something like that, and I said, hey, I'm fine. And they were persistent, and then I could finally see a badge.
Doesn't he just speak like a politician? You know?
And then they said that there was a minor inside the room.
This is like bigger than
whoa. He said
made in his life. I guarantee you that.
He said that he thought he was 20, but then he just told the cops when they were coming into his house that there was a minor in the house.
I had no idea when I first met this young man. He told me he was 20 years old. Like I said, we've been talking on the phone for a while. He, in fact, for a few months, he even told me that he went to California to try to get in the music industry or something. So that was when I opened the door. It just didn't make any sense to me why, you know, there'd be
police there.
Actually, what I asked him was, I said, are you minor? And he said, no, let me go talk to them. I said, okay. And
wait.
He went out there and
He's been hanging out with this person for how long? He's like, I asked him if he was a minor because there's cops here. Please, come on, man. What are you doing?
I don't know what they talked talked about, but I asked him to check his ID. Again, I'd never even thought to ask him for his ID. There was no reason to. So anyway, I guess after that, one of the men, Sergeant something, I can't remember his last name, he's bald. He lectured me quite a deal. At that point, I was, again, blood pressure. I had to sit down, couldn't even really, I don't even honestly remember what I said to him, a little bit, I think. And I just needed to not.
So that means he probably said something
So I
incriminating.
was caught off guard by that.
Hey,
They
let
asked
me-
me at some point if they could search
Say it again.
So that means he probably said something incriminating to the officer that was on the scene, and now he's trying to backtrack it, saying he had a high blood pressure attack and he blacked out and couldn't think straight.
Knucklehead.
The room, I had my computer bag with me, and one of the men searched my computer bag as well as the room. As far as I know, there was nothing found. That was that.
Okay. So they said they, pardon me. They said they smelled weed in the room. Were y'all smoking weed or anything
I
like
was
that?
not smoking weed.
Was there any in there?
No.
Okay.
And again, I asked them to search. They wanted to search my bag. So I don't remember. I think he needed a place to stay for the night. I think he had a bag with him.
Look at how the goalpost keeps moving.
I don't know if they searched that.
Okay.
I did not.
So did you say that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this one long form because this is really, really, really interesting to me. And maybe make this its own live because this is nuts. But here, guys, check this out. I'm gonna pivot here, right? Pivot, right? Look at this. Look.
A major bombshell was dropped in court today during sentencing for a special ed teacher who had sex with a student. Kelly Watson admitted before our cameras that.
Did you hear that? A special ed teacher had
Well, that
sex
doesn't
with her
necessarily mean
students.
it was a special ed student, but
I hope not. Well, I mean, I hope not either way, but
she is pregnant with that student's baby.
Oh my gosh.
New tonight, 10 News took the facts of that illegal relationship to a psychologist who told us the love affair was likely no accident.
Kelly Watson will only have to serve 2 months out of her 1-year prison sentence here at Las Colinas Detention Center.
Oh,
The judge
wow.
allowing her to leave prison early so she won't have to give birth behind bars.
What? Yo, guys, someone in the
This demonstrates how different state laws are. Like the last one we watched, there wasn't even a pregnancy involved, and that
Yeah.
woman got 20 years.
Yeah, yep. DJ me, who is Steve Benoff? Steven Benoff.
He's crazy for the Nats.
Okay.
He's the special ed teacher from the Washington D.C. sting.
Okay.
She's granted. Kelly Watson sobbed during her sentencing hearing. The former special ed teacher at a Vista High School for students with emotional and behavioral problems was arrested in August for having
Well, that's
sex with a
different than
16-year-old
special ed.
boy.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
She pleaded guilty.
obviously not good under any circumstances.
Yeah.
I didn't know they qualified people with emotional problems as special ed now.
Oh no, so she probably is a special ed teacher, right? But then she worked at that particular facility at that school. So yeah, so special ed's her expertise, right? But then she, you can teach anywhere still.
In November, and now she says she is 7 months pregnant with that boy's child.
She now is open about the fact that she's in love with him. She wrote to probation and said that
Oh.
she wants him in her life, not just for the child, but for herself.
The boy, now 17, also cried in court while holding a sonogram of his unborn child, and he too professed his love for his former teacher, twice his age.
Sexual predators. I'd call them sex addicts. I'd call them.
Come on, dude. No. Josh, please say something. This woman is not a sex addict, okay? Sexual predators are not sex addicts. What is
I
this
mean,
guy?
This is obviously wrong and it's obviously a crime, but if you have like an intellectual disability, like this is kind of like hitting the jackpot.
Man,
like
There are
having a
people who
kid like a
misuse.
normal person that can actually generate an income and is like attractive.
Now, I think that this this school is for students that have a emotional and behavioral problems. Because I used to be a program manager at a school for just like this one, right? So I was like an administrator there, and it was for kids that like grew up in like horrible conditions, right? Like they were normal kids, but like they didn't have a normal normal everyday socialization, right? So like there was one girl there who was half black and half Native American, who is it's bad enough growing up on the res when everyone's poor, but she was half black too, so she was bullied and shunned by everyone, and even her own mom hated her. So like they found her. She was like living on the street at the res, eating garbage, dude. So like she had never learned how to like really socialize with other people. You know what I'm saying? So
Use their power.
Psychologist Dr. Michael Mantell says sexual relationships between teachers and students don't just happen.
Oftentimes, people go into these professions, teaching, coaching, because they have the best selection process available.
He says there are usually several issues with the adults in a position of power who do this.
Arrested sexual development, socially isolated, negative self-image, history of abuse, are looking for access. And so when you take that cocktail of those things, that's going to blow up.
A judge ordered Watson and the teen to stay away from each other for 5 years.
Yeah, right.
But the teen will be allowed to attend the birth of their child in mid-April. Tcap Milanis, 10 News.
Clown world.
Watson
man.
was sentenced to 1 year in prison. And
1 year. Oh, and guys, look at this.
Well, new developments in a case that shocked the country. The
How do you
teacher
just like have an
impregnated by her
unlimited
8th grade student
supply of
will
these
face a judge for the
videos?
first.
Because they're just out
Oh
there.
my god, this one's hot too.
Yeah, look.
Well, new developments in a case that shocked the country. The teacher impregnated by her 8th grade student will face a judge for the first time this morning. Our Sophia Ojeda is live downtown with the latest.
She's
Some
an
pretty serious
Astros
charges
fan, so
against her,
she has
Sophia.
no morals, obviously. I knew you'd like that one.
Cheating sons of bitches.
Yeah, good morning, Rachel. She is now facing continuous sexual abuse of a child.
Man, she has the whole like Meghan Markle look going on.
Did you hear about the whole Meghan and Harry controversy in New York City the other week?
Yeah, where they were saying that they were chased or whatever, and it turned out to be complete BS, dude.
It turns out they were just like trying to like obfuscate like what hotel they were staying at or something. So they drove around for 2 hours.
Knuckleheads. And the cab driver's like, none of that happened. I was driving. I know.
After she admitted to having a sexual relationship with her 8th grade student. Prosecutors say 24-year-old Alexandria Vera, a teacher at Stovall Middle School, not only engaged in a sexual relationship with one of her 13-year-old students, the mother of one also got pregnant by the 8th grader.
Oh, no.
But in court documents,
And
Vera
she's a
says the student's
Warriors
parents
fan.
knew
Wow,
about
what
the
a fucking
relationship
front,
and they approved
sorry. What a front runner.
Straight up.
it, allowing the teen to spend the night at Vera's home in spring where they would engage in sex.
Wait, what?
Where they would engage in sex. Teen to spend the night at Vera approved of it, allowing the teen to spend the night at Vera's
Parents approved of it and let this kid stay at her house.
Home in spring where they would engage in sex on a regular basis. She told an investigator she would drop him off at home in the morning so he could catch the bus to school. The relationship allegedly lasted for 4 months, ending in January with a pregnancy that Vera terminated. Vera turned herself in on Wednesday morning. She's currently out on bond. Again, she now faces one count of continuous sexual abuse of a child. She is due here in Harris County Court at 9 o'clock this morning. We'll be here and we'll bring you the latest developments.
Oh, here we go. This is the update, guys.
As 25-year-old Alexandria Vera hugged her family goodbye, she was taken away by deputies.
She got 10 years prison.
Friday morning, Judge Michael McSpadden formally sentenced the former Aldine ISD middle school teacher to 10 years behind bars.
She got 10 years.
Normally on cases like this, they get 3 life sentences. So if I was out,
Are you high? No, they don't. What?
I'd be counting my blessings.
The only witness to take the stand was a clinical psychologist. She said Vera witnessed domestic violence growing up and that she had been in destructive relationships.
Wait, no,
in the
this is
past
someone else.
And was a good
That's not her, is it?
Yeah, that's her.
Candidate for therapy. That Vera had a history of deception as well. Judge McSpadden said that the number of teacher-student relationships occurring is alarming and agreed with the psychologist to one day go into the schools to be more proactive about this issue. Judge McSpadden also made statements that both Vera, her family, the victim, and his family wrote letters to the court in support of the relationship, claiming that it was culturally okay.
What? Yo, guys, please, someone.
Is she like she's like Mexican or something, right?
Yeah.
So
that like
these must all be like people that came to the U.S. after living somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crime here, but I can respect that things are different in different cultures.
So I lived in San Antonio for a long time, and you would see big age gaps, right? And I remember that was like regularly you would see guys that were like 55, 60 with like 21-year-olds. But then you look on like Telemundo and stuff, and like Hispanic TV, and you see it in all the shows too. So it's just, I don't know, maybe something I don't get, but either way, this is America, Jack.
He also said the mother was more worried about Vera losing her job. Court documents show Vera continuously sexually abused the child from September of 2015 to January of 2016. Vera at one point got pregnant, but then got an abortion. Before Alexandra Vera was sent to prison, the judge said that he believed Vera truly felt sorry for what she did, but that he has
like if this is a family of people that like just got across the border, like this could be their ticket to citizenship. So I think that could be the angle.
Houston, Lindsay Henry, Fox 26 News.
Look at this.
Like if she was already a citizen.
No. Nope. Don't want to get yeeted for an Ellen clip. Nope. Isn't it crazy, like how they say Ellen is like the most terrible person to work for? Like I'm talking like Kamala Harris mean to her staff. You know what I mean?
An emotional day in St. Johns County as a man learns his
Ellen
fate
was
after.
canceled, but I never really understood why.
Well, yeah, they say she was like, wait, is this the same? That she was
an emotional day in St.
terror to work for. She would verbally abuse her staff and scream and yell and act crazy. So look at this.
St. Johns County as a man learns his fate after a DUI 2 years ago.
I sentenced you to serve 41.0125 years on each count to run.
41 years.
On the misdemeanor charge, I adjudicate you guilty and sentence you to time served.
Guys, don't drink and drive.
Sentenced Michael
Please
Rain to
don't.
41 years
I'm
in
assuming
prison.
he killed
pleaded
somebody.
No contest
Oh, yeah.
to a DUI crash that killed a man, injured his sister, and killed her unborn twins. It happened the day after Christmas in 20.
Yo, man, not the twins, man. I'm a twin. Not the twins, bro. What are you doing?
20. Rain was drunk that night as he drove the wrong way on County Road 207 and hit the victim's car
Head on.
News4Jax reporter Joe McLean was in the courtroom as this all unfolded and has this report on the emotional hearing.
In Friday's sentencing hearing, it was a confrontation for which Raquel Harlambo has waited for almost 2 years, speaking face-to-face with the man who admitted to causing the drunk driving crash that killed her younger brother and her unborn twin girls. A powerful moment of overwhelming grief, anger, yet some absolution.
But something I have to get off my heart is letting you know that I don't hate you.
See, guys, I'm not this type of person. Nope. This whole take the high road. No. That's not me. All this, I don't hate you and I forgive you. Oh no.
But sometimes that can that can get to the person more than just straight hate.
Oh.
I remember, Gary Ridgway, the Green River serial killer.
Yeah.
Up from your neck of the woods.
Hold on. There
Famously-
goes the neighborhood.
So I remember watching, this was so long ago, but I remember watching like his sentencing, and like he killed like 50 people. So
someone is
I'm getting an
echoing.
echo. It was just like person after person coming up and like, telling him how horrible he was, and he just sat there stone-faced. But then somebody came up and said something like this, and that caused him to break down and cry for the only time during 50 people coming up.
Wow. Jameson's, what's up, man? How's it going?
He left.
Oh, did he?
He was echoing.
I think he got booted. So, anyways, let's see.
I want to, but I can't. Because God has told me to forgive. But I will never forget.
Harlambo, who has lost the ability to have more children due to her injuries from the 2020 crash, was visibly crushed.
Oh my gosh. It gets worse. That is insane.
She spoke to the man responsible. Now 33, Rain pleaded no contest to 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter and other charges, admitting to driving the wrong way on State Route 207 with double the legal limit of alcohol in his system. His truck slammed head-on into the car carrying Harlambo, her 2-year-old daughter, and her younger brother. In the courtroom Friday, Rain appeared broken, shedding tears for most of the sentencing hearing and offering a statement of remorse.
I ask God every day, why was I not taken instead of the ones that were? Your Honor, I hate myself every day for the void that has been left.
Facing decades in prison, Rain also committed to spreading awareness about the dangers of drunk driving with any
I was
free.
referring to.
Let's see.
On November 5th, 2000, first degree, as victims' relatives.
Oh, it's A&E. Sorry, I didn't notice.
Yeah, I think we'll get
An emotional day in St. Johns County is a
copyrighted for that. Hold on. Look at this.
At noon, a Marion County woman accused of causing a deadly crash will spend the next 11 years behind bars. You may remember.
Oh, what a mugshot. That's probably the last time she ever smiled.
I know, man. She's gonna be in a cell with Bertha on the business end of a mop handle. That's for sure.
Seeing her smiling in her mugshot after driving drunk. News 6's Ezzy Castro's monitoring her case in court today.
On that Patron or something.
Is she like standing in front of the wrecked vehicle in like the impound yard right now?
Oh, look at that.
Bridget, this was a very emotional and powerful sentencing hearing for both the victims and the defendants.
Look at that pink. I can't hear you. Your jacket's too loud.
Family, the defendant admitting that she did have an alcohol problem, which is why the victim's family brought this car their loved one was killed in to remind drivers not to drink behind the wheel. Now, Marion County Judge Stephen Rogers giving 46-year-old Anjanette Welk a 11-year sentence today for DUI manslaughter. Welk is accused of killing 65-year-old Sandra Clarkston just days before Mother's Day last year in a drunk driving collision. Now, several family members of Clarkston in tears.
State thing whether you can be charged with manslaughter or homicide for DUI, right?
Look.
Well,
because there's obviously like no difference between any of these cases, but we've seen some people be charged with manslaughter, which is a much lesser crime, and some people be charged with homicide, which can get you in jail for life.
Yeah, that's true.
In prison, the defense wanted 20 years, so the judge picked a different number.
Minutes before learning her sentence, an emotional Amber Pereira appeared to mouth something to herself
over and over.
This is a very serious case.
As Judge Christopher Sabella took the bench, a packed courtroom hung on his every word. He reminded Pereira of a jailhouse comment she made about her life being ruined.
Yes, ma'am. Your life is ruined.
Yikes.
But you also ruined.
Dude, if a judge says that, dude, yo, you're in trouble.
Yeah. You can kiss your freedom goodbye.
Seriously, man.
A lot of lives and ended 3 lives.
It was 2 years ago. Amber Pereira was driving drunk on the Selman Expressway and slammed into the Philippic family, killing
crap.
Louise, Rita, and their 8-year-old daughter, Georgia.
Look at the other car.
Louise, Rita is driving the Philippic family.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Look
it must have burned.
that.
It must
was
have
on
burned.
fire too. Jesus. Look at
You
that.
know about have you seen all the Henry Ruggs stuff?
Henry Rugg. Who's
He
that?
was a first-round draft pick for the Raiders a few years ago, and he killed somebody in a DUI crash going like 150 miles per hour.
What?
And he was like at the scene and took a video of the other car on fire while he's just there like crying on the side of the road while he realizes his career is over.
Are you guys ready for this? Hold on, let's look at this and then we'll go to there.
Killing.
Jameson, what's up, man? You rap scoundrel? Was it rap scallion? You scallywag?
Keeping it light today, huh?
I know, right? Yeah, you know it. I think Post Malone, he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. And Post Malone is like, you know what the craziest thing is? He goes, I've been interested in like all these sailors back in the day, like all these like the Vikings or like the Spanish or the French, all these people are like the Samoans, anyone that like would go out on the ocean for long periods of time. Okay, can you imagine being on a boat and you got to worry about like water and food and then like all these like, you know, scallywags that are out to pirate you?
Well, if Kevin Costner can do it, anybody can.
Who uses the term scallywag in their everyday vernacular? You guys remember when Kevin Costner, he was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and he was the only one not using an accent because like he just couldn't do one?
I know Kevin Costner for being in like every sports movie ever, playing the underdog role.
Say, don't worry, Kevin. No one will notice. My name's John Little, but my friends call me Little John. But don't let the name fool you. In real life, I'm quite big.
I'll take your word for it.
Louise, Rita, and their 8-year-old daughter, Georgia. On Friday, Rita's father did not hold back his rage.
You've taken everything from us. You can't give it back. And nor will you ever give it back.
Take your
I
heart.
can't forgive you.
Your blood pressure.
There is no forgiveness for this.
All of it becoming too much for this heartbroken father.
I can't do this anymore. I need to end.
Absolutely, sir.
Sorry. Thank you.
Tracy Kelly was driving the third car involved in the deadly crash. She survived, but her life as she knew it is over.
I wake up several times at night from pain, but also from nightmares. My nightmares include being left at the scene, abandoned at the scene, screaming for help when you weren't there.
Prosecutors asked the judge to throw Pereira in jail for life. The defense asked for 20 years. Judge Sabella slapped her with 50 years,
50 years,
which is pretty much a life sentence, the kind of closure Tracy Kelly was looking for.
Knowing that she has now lost her life and that she will spend her days in pain, just her not being happy every day brings joy to me.
See,
now the judge made
that's the type of person I am.
That's going to be Javante Davis one day.
What's that?
That's going to be Tank Davis one day.
What do you mean?
He ran a red light in a Lamborghini, hit someone or hit a family in a Celica, and then they were asking for help, begging for help, and he took off, left the scene, sent someone else to help them.
Or how about John Jones, man? You remember he hit a pregnant chick And
Yeah,
he ran off, and then he came back, got his weed and his money, and ran off again.
Yeah, one of the people in the car Javante hit was a pregnant woman as well.
Man, oh man, oh man. Oh well,
All right,
Javante's
look up
look. Here it is.
Henry
I got it.
Ruggs crash.
I got it.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Look at this.
49 arriving. We got to block this intersection.
That is a Corvette.
Anyone?
What was?
It's so destroyed. Can you even tell?
Let me look at the back. That's a Ferrari.
Inside the vehicle. Oh no, I can't hear it.
They're still in there.
And the other person is still inside that vehicle.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Control 449. The vehicle is completely on fire. We cannot tell. Hey, who was in this vehicle?
Sorry, guys. That is a Corvette. The new one.
I'm not at this time. It's completely on fire. Everything's out here. We're going to wait until they put out the fire. I know somebody probably hear that, but this is here run right here.
Can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
Son, I've been trying to find it on YouTube, and I guess it's probably been scrubbed at this point.
Oh,
but there was
the one that he took himself.
Video taken from his vantage point.
What is his name
like
again?
Before
Ruggs?
the cops got there. That was going around on like Twitter when it actually happened, but I guess it got taken down. But continue.
Yeah, hold on, Mike. I was trying to find it. Hold on. No, this is just what we're looking at now. Okay. You know what? Speaking of that, guys, I really don't like the look of the new Vet. I just don't. Look at this. Look at that. Like, look
They
at the
want to
back
make
end.
it into a Lamborghini.
Look at the back end on it. If this was body color, but this looks like a Hot Wheels car, but like in a bad way, right? Whereas like the previous one, whoops, of course. Like this one looks like a Vet, right? I can do this one, right? That's fine. Even though Corvette owners are the biggest douchebags on the planet. Like, especially like, and if you own a Vet and you're cool, I'm not talking about you, but they're the biggest douchebags. And it's crazy that there's like, okay, there's like, it's not even a rivalry because it's one way between Porsche owners and, between Vet owners and Porsche owners, right? Corvette owners.
What about big, stupid, unnecessary truck owners?
What's
like
that?
that thing you posted?
Oh, bro dozers?
Yeah.
That's what they call them. Look at that, dude. I can handle this. Even the C6. You know, okay. We're cooking. You know, but this C8, man, I don't know. And these were going like, one of these is like a $70,000 car. Guys were paying $200,000 for one of these just to get one of the first ones.
Looks like something Rutherford would drive.
It must be something.
Oh yeah.
NFL
Rutherford
wide receiver was driving one.
Yeah, Rutherford had a. I don't want to misspell Corvette because any car that you misspell leads you to a corn site. Even if you misspell Chevrolet, it's a corn site. Yeah, he had one of these. Not the Z06, but he's had a regular C5 Vet. He's like, yeah, man, I picked up my awesome car. It's fast, bro. It's fast. You know, knucklehead. At least he wasn't talking about how fast his car was, and then showed up in a Subaru Forester like Dr. Wallen. You know,
I would love to have a nice car. I don't have a car at all because I live in Brooklyn, and you don't need a car. And
yeah, you want a nice car.
One of my best friends works for Geico. And he says like the car insurance in Brooklyn is the highest in the entire country. Like it would be like $300 a month, which is like a car payment in and of itself.
We in San
But yeah,
Antonio.
I would like to have a nice car, but I feel like there are so many men out there that are like defined by their vehicle, and it's so sad. It's so pathetic.
But having been into cars as a hobby, right? Because remember, here's the thing: if you were going to market a product, you want that male ages 17 to like 42 demographic, because once guys have hobbies, we spend our money on it. We don't spend all our money on a lot of stuff. Without women make up about 80% of all the consumer decisions. So women spend money on things like brunch, handbags, wine, all. But men, we usually don't spend money on much until we're into stuff. So if we're into cars, Dungeons and Dragons, like Warhammer 40K,
like a $700 set of golf clubs in my case.
Yes. But once you can get dudes into something, we will drop our. I used to be into cars, you know what I mean? Like just racing cars and legally, you know what I mean, fixing cars or whatever. And it's just a hobby. Now, if you're into things like restoring a classic car, if you're doing things like here I'm gonna make modifications to my car to like make it, whatever. But these guys that, for instance, drive a big brodozer where it's like this big lifted truck, and you drive it in the city with big 24-inch rims, so you can't off-road in it because it's got these big.
And like it's something that clearly like somebody would only need if they were like a contractor,
if they were
for a
Rolando
construction company.
Like Resta Cruz, he had that SRT 10 truck. He had one of these.
Yeah, he hopped out of it.
Yes.
Like it's so obviously like an overcompensation thing.
Like I know that it's kind of a joke or a cliche to say that he's compensating, but I think Rolando Resta Cruz was. I'm gonna get my Viper truck, bro. Any truck that has a spoiler on it, come on, dude. Like really? So, anyways, I digress. Let's go back.
Hopefully, we're not alienating anybody here.
Nah, look, if you want to drive a brodozer, fine. If you want to look whatever, fine. But just realize, like, I live in the
Don't be a
DMV.
pedophile. Also,
yeah, I live in the DMV area, right? And you cannot have a nice car here. You can't, because someone's gonna hit you. Okay, you're gonna get door dings. You're gonna get dents. Like guys, like I drive a Prius.
I see people driving these things around freaking downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah,
where like you cannot go faster than like 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, but they're like, look at my Ferrari, bro. There's a friend of mine. He was in
not Ferraris.
Tokyo.
Well, Ferraris too, but also the big trucks.
Yeah. So my friend was in Tokyo. It's like Tokyo has some of the worst traffic in the world, and these guys are driving Porsches and Ferraris so you can sit there in traffic. Those cars aren't even that comfortable to sit in for long periods of time. And you're doing nothing but sitting in them for long periods of time.
Oh wow, he's got an Alabama Crimson Tide license plate. That's where he went to college.
Yeah.
Hey, let me do something. I don't know if someone's gonna be there. Okay.
This is just like every time we watch one of these, it's always like, how does the drunk person survive? Like, there's one car totally an inferno, and I mean the other car is destroyed. But
well, this car, the engine's in the back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that makes a big difference.
Well, yeah, he was going like 150. So if you like have a crash with somebody at that speed, they're probably gonna just explode no matter what.
That he rear-ended them, right? The gas tank is in the back, so when he hit it, the impact on the other car must have made the gas tank explode. How much time did he get? He had 3 to 10 years. And who did he play for? The Raiders.
Yeah, Las Vegas Raiders.
What a moron, dude.
Which is so funny because they've had like a streak of drafting players in the first round that have had like criminal issues.
Look, he was driving 156 miles per hour, crashing his Stingray into this RAV4 and it pushed it 571 feet. Look at that.
Like that's like a fucking like a NASCAR speed. Like how are you even doing that?
Hey, we got medical coming up, okay? He needs medical, right? Hold on. Watch out, gun over there.
Jesus, look at that. He's lucky to be alive too.
Okay.
It's like something you'd see in GTA.
Mm-hmm.
911, if you could block traffic, it's going to be on Tropicana. They'll be heading northbound, please.
Oh, they better back up, man.
What the hell is the flashlight doing there?
That's what I was gonna say.
You're
What
pointing
is
the
a
flashlight
flashlight
to the car is in a blazing inferno.
I was watching the thing where it was like daylight out, and this cop walks up, he pulls someone over, he's got a flashlight. I'm like, dude, it's literally like high noon on a bright Friday in Arizona. He's got his flashlight. It's like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
You see nobody in the car?
I mean, don't cops have like fire extinguishers in the car or something? Like,
I don't think any type of fire extinguisher they would put that out, because once all this metal and stuff catches fire, yeah, it isn't good. What's crazier now, guys, is have you seen these Teslas will catch fire, and Teslas or any EVs, and those batteries burn so hot that like water won't put them out. So now places like LA have to have special fire trucks to come with chemicals to put the fires out. You understand?
Damn. Come on, get Henry back on camera.
Put it out. Look at that. Wow.
Well, yeah, there's a video that Ruggs or his girlfriend took themselves before the police got there, where they're like right next to the car panicking, and it's like, it's really heavy. I'm sure
At least they weren't posing for selfies.
Guys, look at the title of this one. Cops arrest 12-year-old girl for allegedly deleting her brother with a knife. What? What is going on, man? Look at that. Look at that.
Come here. Come here.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How angry do you have to
I'm just
be?
gonna put handcuffs on just for now.
I'm sorry. Just let me pull up my pants.
Where's the
I'm
nut?
sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Please. I'm so sorry.
Guys, I'm gonna give you a little bit of story time. So my sister and I, my older sister, we've never gotten along, right? Like our whole so we get along better now than ever before, but our whole childhood, like we were just throwing stuff at each other, pushing each other down the stairs, hitting each other. We just couldn't stand each other, right? And even now, like I love her to death, but like we're like not that cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we like go out and have beers or anything, right? She's just, anyways. But as mad as she ever made me, I could never ever think about like, deleting her with a knife. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's so crazy.
How old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
Where's the knife?
I was upstairs in my room and I threw it out the window. And it's behind the apartment right here.
You threw it where?
I threw it out my window upstairs.
Right up here?
Not right there. It's the room. It's the other room. It's right behind the apartment. This apartment right here.
So where would the knife be? On that side?
Right behind. Yeah. I'm so fucking sorry, Mama. I'm so.
Remember on the Golden Child? I want the knife.
I haven't seen that in years.
Give me the knife, please.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. There's some demonic shit. I'm
Hey,
so sorry.
What's your mom's name? What's your mom's name?
I gotta go with him. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the happened.
Well, you grabbed the knife.
I don't know what happened.
Come over here so we're out.
I put on your Michael Myers mask and.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, what's your name? Seat for me. Sit crisscross on the grass, okay? Just sit there for a second. You don't have the knife on you, right?
No, I swear I don't. I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Oh, here's the actual news story. Man.
Is there anybody else inside the house?
No, it's just me, my mom, and my brother.
Ew, look, polygamous cult
Hey,
prophet.
How would I get the
Controlling
knife? Is there
underage girls.
the backside?
I can show you.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really didn't want things to happen like this. This sucks. I'm so
I
sorry.
really didn't want this to happen like
I'm
this.
probably gonna go to jail. I'm gonna live the rest of my life in prison.
That's it right there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what
Do me a favor.
I wonder
We're
how
gonna
old the
sit
brother
crisscross
was. Let me
applesauce
see.
right here.
Okay.
Which one is it? First apartment right here. Hey, can... She threw the knife over here. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, let's see the news story.
She sounds like the Nickelodeon Predator.
A
Yeah.
12-year-old girl is in custody after she stabbed her 9-year-old brother multiple
Whoa, he
times at
was
an apartment
9.
complex near 61st and Riverside last night. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Tatum Gwen.
And I'm Jonathan Cooper. Investigators say the boy was taken to the hospital where he died just 2 hours later.
Man.
News on 6's Cal Day is live with the latest on the investigation. Cal?
Well, Jonathan, David, you say a lot of it.
Cal Day. This guy looks like a cow. doesn't he? Look at this guy. He looks like a Mormon. Yeah, those dudes who knock on your door and like, hi.
I've had a rash of I live in an apartment building with like a locked door, but I've had a rash of Jehovah's Witnesses at my door recently that I've been trying to combat.
Dude, the J
Use some ointment.
I live in Brooklyn and like I live in like a heavily like Caribbean area, and I live right between like Jehovah's Witness church and like a Seventh-day Adventist church.
Oh yeah, you best of both worlds. All you need to do is have Scientology straight across from you. You're straight, right?
Like a bloodbath on your front yard.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have yards in Brooklyn.
The JW World headquarters is like 5 or 6 miles from where I live, so they're always around here. So
since this case involves 2 juveniles, right now investigators are trying to figure out why this 12-year-old girl grabbed a knife and repeatedly stabbed her brother.
No homicide is normal. There's nothing normal about one human being killing another human being. And then it's not normal, more so, to have a 12-year-old killing a 9-year-old.
Captain Richard Muhlenberg says officers were called to the apartment complex just before midnight, where the 12-year-old suspect was taken into custody. The victim died at a hospital around 2:30 this morning. Investigators say a parent was sleeping upstairs during the stabbing and is now having to experience the unthinkable.
You've lost a 9-year-old, just died, and your 12-year-old daughter is, a homicide suspect, and essentially you're going to lose that child as well in one form or another.
The suspect is in custody at the Family Center for Juvenile Justice, and the Child Crisis Unit is handling the case. Muhlenberg says these investigators are equipped to work with young people.
As a 12-year-old, you're at different places in your mental growth and your mental well-being and your mental health.
Here's a follow-up.
Friends are raising money for the family whose 12-year-old girl killed her 9-year-old brother.
The friends say the kids were living in a happy and safe home and there were no warning signs that this could happen. News on 6's Jordan Tidwell joins us live with the story. Jordan.
Craig and Lori, Jennifer Anthematten says her friend April is going through a heartbreaking time. And in a lot of ways, April has lost 2 children at one time. Jennifer Anthematten says her friend April is more like a sister, and April's kids were raised in a loving home.
It's very hard to watch a friend go through this. It's something that you would never imagine happening to anyone ever in your life.
Tulsa police say April's 12-year-old daughter stabbed her 9-year-old brother to death in January.
Damn.
Jennifer says there were never any hints from the girl this could happen.
There were no warning signs, and it's not that you want to have a troubled child, but when something like
So
this
what are they
happens
raising money for again?
It's just really, it's really harder when you don't have any real answers about why these things happened.
Jennifer says April is strong, and some days are better than others, but she's doing okay. Jennifer says friends and family are focused right now on being there for April.
I think people realize once that something like this happens that after the memorial service and everything starts to calm down, there's still a lot that needs to be taken care of afterwards.
That's crazy.
Jennifer says she's thankful for the ways people come together after a tragedy, and she knows April is grateful too.
Actually walking through it with someone who you're very close to, like a family member, is very difficult, and we're all trying to just be here for her as much as we're able to in lots of ways.
That's crazy, guys.
Jennifer.
Absolutely insane. Like, what do you look at this?
It is Saturday morning in Waukesha, Wisconsin, just outside Milwaukee.
ABC News don't want to do that either. Ooh, look at this.
It was a tragic weekend.
Guys, look. Okay, so guys, the whole cough of protections for evictions is over. And a lot of these landlords have had it, dude. They've had it because they've had people living in their homes and they're not getting paid, right? So yeah, out they go, and now
And without a soul. That's
now they've had all these issues. So let's see.
The rent is too damn high.
Police say 2 people were shot and killed last night in a dispute with their landlord in the house where they
Do you
live.
know
just
Jimmy
off Hard-
McMillan?
No.
He was a New York City politician that ran on like the premise, literally, the rent is too damn high.
Yeah.
And when I was
I remember that.
When I was in college, I went to a political convention that like he wasn't invited to, but he was like speaking outside of, and I went there and I like cheered him on, and he's like, his whole thing was like, shh, do you hear that? That's a child's stomach growling because their parents can't buy them food because the rent is too damn high. And I yelled out, I'm starving, Jimmy. And he's like, yeah. And then he looks at me, he's like, you look like you raided a refrigerator. But he was like a black guy with a ponytail and a long goatee, and he wore like velvet gloves. He's so awesome.
He didn't say that brother's starving.
What?
He didn't say that brother's starving.
I wasn't invited to cookouts at that point, unfortunately.
People don't understand, man. That's the best part about this whole cough, cough, and telework and stuff now. You could even be, there's people in the government that are hell bent on sending federal workers back to work. It's like, well, it's hurting the economy and all sorts of. Well, because you guys had a captive audience. You could charge an arm and a leg for housing in DC because it was essential that people moved to DC. Well, now it's not happening, right? And no one's wanting to live in DC because they don't have to anymore. In Manhattan and stuff is the same way. In San Francisco too. All these companies in San Francisco and in Manhattan or whatever are being forced to offer telework in order to remain competitive. So now all these apartments and all this commercial real estate in DC and is just sitting there vacant. Oops. You know what I'm saying? And that
Can you just look up a picture of this guy? Just
what is his name?
You have to see him. Jimmy McMillan.
Wasn't that from Coming to America?
Look at this guy.
Like I had an interaction with this guy.
Look at this guy, man. Wow. He looks like a hood Ben Franklin, does it?
Of course, you're also talking to the guy that supported Vermin Supreme in the last presidential election. So do you know about him?
No, but I know about
Vermin
nuts,
Supreme.
though.
Do you
This
know
guy-
Vermin Supreme, AJ?
No.
Type it in.
This guy could be a
Vermin
Bond villain if Idris Elba ever were to play James Bond.
He wears a boot on his head and he's run for president under literally like every party.
Who is this guy?
This is the guy that I supported for president in 2020. That's who it is.
Hey, man, you got to give him an A+ for effort, right?
Vermin Love Supreme.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting.
Like I'm big into like the Libertarian Party, and he almost won the Libertarian bid in 2020 that Joe Jorgensen ultimately won. It's hilarious. Like I have libertarian views, but the Libertarian Party is such a effing joke.
Yeah. There's people who, they use certain formal channels to like. It's like, dude, you just don't really have any social skills or any type of like awareness, and then you're gonna be like, oh, it's the system's problem. So I'm
telling you, what the Democrats need to do, you got to put a guy like this up against Donald Trump, not some no-name senator that nobody has ever heard of. Like, this is the guy you combat Donald Trump with.
Nah, but the thing is like, look at him though. Like, okay, so my friend Ryan, did you guys ever see Making a Murderer?
No.
Okay. So this guy right here was like wrongly accused a bunch of times, or I don't know the outcome, but this guy right here, and like it was like a plot to get him in jail. I don't know if he did it or not, but I just know that the cops were like after this guy. And my friend Ryan goes, this guy would be a nightmare client to defend. All right, because look at him. Look at him, like he looks like a homeless vagrant, and then he just kind of talks like he has no social skills, and it's sad that matters in a court of law, right? But it's the same reason why when a woman's on trial, they always dress her up to look like a nun, basically, or make her look like a wholesome housewife, because that'll sway the jury, right?
He should show up to court with a boot on his head.
Is the same way, dude. I don't see.
Do you know about John McAfee?
No.
He was the second part of my customized 2020 presidential election ticket. He created the McAfee software, and he was running for president while at sea in international waters for like
Really?
years. And he ran straight on the policy of freedom, which I love.
Well, the only thing about that is like people need to understand and talk about how they're going to protect him.
And eventually he was on the run because he didn't pay taxes, and eventually like some port that he had to stop to fuel in, he got arrested there, and then like after a week in jail he supposedly killed himself.
Yeah, I supported Norton myself.
But yeah, my 2020 ticket was Supreme and McAfee.
At least you didn't say Kanye.
I do love Kanye, but
let's just watch.
I don't love his political aspirations.
This last thing,
I have to think Trump is gonna actually make Kanye his running mate this next time up.
Can you imagine? It'll probably work.
It would be a good strategic move.
Like I said, they're actually gonna weekend at Bernie's Biden out there for 2024.
They're dead in the water if they do that. They gotta get Dwayne Johnson or Oprah or something.
Someone, dude. Because man, oh man, and it's crazy that out of the 300 and something million people, almost 400 million people, these are the only knuckleheads that we can get to run for president. That's crazy.
Like literally 75% of the qualification of being president is having a name that the average low-life person has heard at least once in their life.
That's true. Here we go.
Street. That was followed by an armed standoff between police and the murder suspect until the police shot and killed the man. And with 3 people dead, neighbors say they can't remember anything like this ever happening in their area. Al Sweeney breaks down what happened last night.
Late into the night, as the standoff went on, Hamilton police called for the homeowner named Terry to put down his guns and come out. But it didn't end peacefully. The trouble started earlier in the evening, just before 6 p.m., when 2 people who lived in the house were killed, shot as they were running away from the man with the gun.
They were observed by witnesses fleeing the house, and they were killed outside of the residence.
Damn. Police say the 2 victims were a 27-year-old woman from Hamilton who worked as an educational assistant for the Brant Catholic School Board, and a 28-year-old Hamilton man who was an electrician. They say the dispute with the landlord was over the state of the house. After the 2 murders, a man barricaded himself inside the house as night fell. Police tried to negotiate.
We spent considerable time last night on the phone in an attempt to negotiate a peaceful resolution with the male suspect.
But later, gunfire broke out.
The first shots rang out at around 10 p.m.
Man,
there was around
this guy
6 of them.
This guy had time to do his hair. Mama, I'm gonna be on the news. Hold on, how's my hair look? Oh man.
6 of them.
CHCH reporter Eric Vieno was on the scene. He and others were eventually diving for cover with more bullets flying overhead.
All of a sudden, we started hearing the bullets just whizzing. It was like the crack and then a whiz over our heads. And the police said, "Get down."
The Special Investigations Unit, called into situations like this, says the gunman was eventually shot and killed by police.
Shortly after 10 p.m., there was an exchange of gunfire between the man and a police officer. The man was struck and he was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Police say the 57-year-old owner of the home, who neighbors say was named Terry, had no record of being in trouble with the police, but he was the owner of a number of registered guns.
There were multiple firearms registered to this house, which include handguns as well as long guns.
Neighbors were shaken when they heard the shooting.
Scary.
It sounded like firecrackers. Like that's what it sounded like. I said to my husband, was that gunshots? He said, yes, it was. So he said, let's get out of the living room because our window faces the street.
Neighbors were told to shelter in their basements until the police gave the all clear after midnight. Police say the initial dispute started when the tenants went to the landlord with health concerns about their unit. The police haven't released the names of the murder victims or the gunman, but they say none of these people were in any trouble with the police before this. In fact, they say the two murder victims were completely innocent.
Wow.
Now, neighbors say this is a quiet neighborhood. They say this kind of thing just doesn't happen here.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I wonder if...
Look at what I put in the private chat. I promise it won't get copyright striked, even though it's from a movie.
Let's see.
This is from the greatest low-key comedy movie of all time that nobody knows even exists.
Wait, this is from what now? Oh, The Onion?
The Onion movie.
Hold on.
You're not going to get striked for it, I promise, because this is satire that cannot exist now.
However much you want. Whoa. You think I want money? You think that's what this is about? A big angry black man comes walking in waving a gun, and you assume he's robbing the place? I ain't looking for no goddamn handout. I'm looking for a motherfucking job, bitch. Excuse me? You heard me? A motherfucking job. Don't you see? You give me money, that'll just help me in the short term. But a job, that'll help me develop valuable job skills and experience.
AJ, you gotta watch this movie. It's all like sketches like this.
So quit stalling, get your bitch ass back there, and give me a 40-hour-a-week position with vacation pay and benefits. You piece of shit, motherfucker, and don't make it back that ass up. Let's go. I can help the next motherfucking person in line. You and that apricot sweater suit. Get your bitch ass on over here now. How can I help you?
Gunman.
I'd like to deposit this check, please, into my savings account, and then I need to withdraw.
Yeah. Just shut the fuck up for me. What the fuck you doing, Lizanne? You calling the cops?
No.
That's the goddamn cops.
No, I swear, I was just on with an account holder. I was advising him about.
I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Guy's an HR nightmare.
No, wait and see what happens next.
I like his name. His name tag.
And that is the Onion movie. It's the greatest movie ever. Like, you know, the Onion, the satire news publication. Like, they made a movie in 2006.
He's got an unfortunate name there.
I knew you would love this, AJ.
Oh, man.
Who the fuck is this? You a cop? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, what I recommend is that you
It's Jeff Stacy.
in your check and just avoid the minimum balance fee and put the rest in our money market, which earn you an additional 2% interest. Right. You have a nice day, sir. My pleasure.
Lizanne, sorry. My bad.
It's okay. Honest mistake.
Armed gunman. And I've been watching you, and I must say, I'm impressed. How'd you like to be our new customer services supervisor?
Mr. B, it'd be my motherfucking honor. On that one. I'll get you 8% on that one. Everybody down now! Get the fuck down, everybody! Give me all the money! Hurry up! Hurry the fuck up! What you doing? You playing back there? Load the bag up with money and nobody else fucking move. You hurry up! Hurry the fuck up! Load the bag up! Load the bag up! You sicken me. Asking for a handout instead of raising yourself up out of your situation through hard work. Why don't you get a job like the rest of us?
Armed gunman shoots to the top of the banking world.
There you go. This is bad, man. That's hilarious. Cool, guys. All right, well, I'm gonna shut the stream down. It's been fun, guys. Thanks for joining on a random Monday. We're gonna do so, guys. So we got to get caught up on the takedown episodes, man. You know, there's a lot that I haven't we haven't done. So we're gonna do takedown tomorrow at 6. So you guys come and join. And yeah, man, I think that there's some stuff from the older lives. I actually might start posting the lives, clips from the lives, because I think that a lot of people who joined later didn't see, like slave to mistresses and all those. So I actually
like me, they didn't get to experience me singing "I Loved Her" first.
So if you guys see those coming, that's why I'm going to repost those. It's because the person that I know personally who asked me, who started watching my Tcap channel and asked me about, like, slave to mistresses, and then there's someone else. I forget who, but I'm like, oh, we already did those. Or like John Dupree, right? So you'll see those posted as videos here soon. So, but yeah, Jameson, Josh, any parting words?
No, I'm just glad you did this today. I needed a distraction, and it was fun. It was good, like, not really having a direction and just watching random stuff. And I hope the people enjoyed it.
I can't wait for my next job interview.
All right, you guys. I will post the last live now that I've edited the event out. So you guys. And yeah, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, you guys. This is AJ. I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.